You got Rocky on the song, bro. Don't give us a love song where you guys are simping. I'm not here for that, bro. Like, I'm here for a banger.
I liked it though because it was super wavy. That was one of our reactions to Tyler the Creator's new deluxe album, To Call Me If You Get Lost, the estate sale. If you guys want to check out the full live stream, click the link in the description. But Lou, let's get into this, man. What are your first thoughts on this deluxe album, man? It's sounding great. There's so many different sounds, 8 tracks in total. What are your favorites, man? What are you thinking right now?
Tyler is in a rare position right now where he's one of the only artists where everything he touches, everything he leaves his mark on is instantly turning to gold, bro. Like, this guy is incapable of missing, even though he's dropping every 2 years. And in this case, 2 back-to-back years, he's still keeping up that level of quality. And that makes me think, like, he could have dropped this as a 24-song album, and it would have been received just as well as Call Me If You Get Lost was. But I want to dive into this track list. I love the way that it starts off while he's kind of giving love to his fans and his supporters that have been showing up to the shows and have been streaming the album. Like, it's cool to see an artist actually show that appreciation on an album, and I thought that was a cool way to start off this deluxe. Then we move into Stuntman with Vince Staples. What did you think of this one, bro?
Well, listen, high voltage energy right off the bat.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me something that would have like maybe made Cherry Bomb, and then you're getting this sort of like FM Vince Staples sort of performance where it's very high voltage, very brash and in your face. And do I think it could have made the album? Yeah, possibly. But I'm happy that it low-key didn't, just because I felt like maybe it would have been an outlier, but still, it's quality nonetheless.
I don't think it would have been an outlier. Like, it has that Lemonhead vibe. I love the fat bass on it. It kind of has like this Miami bass aesthetic, in my opinion. And Vince Staples' flow, kind of the stop and go flow, was fire. Tyler came in and went off. So that was definitely a highlight. But how do you feel about, I want to say, more of like the introspective and really hardcore rapping Tyler that you get on songs like What a Day or Heaven to Me or Sorry Not Sorry?
It's some of my favorite Tyler you could possibly get, because he was actually just talking about this in an interview where he's like, it's cool to be a rapper and like we could do so many different things. Like, we could put relatable stories into our music and have you feel like you could relate to that material. And that's what I'm getting out of this, especially from something like a Sorry Not Sorry, even something like a Heaven to Me, or even What a Day. Like, these are fantastic songs that have full of introspection into them. But let's go into What a Day, which is after Stuntman, and apparently this is produced by Madlib, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, bro.
Which is absolutely incredible if it actually is. Someone confirm that for me in the comment section.
I'm gonna look that up live. It is produced by Madlib, bro.
And bro, like, just the way that he rides out this sample, like, it's this more meditative Tyler. It's a completely different switch up from what you get on Stuntman. So that was really cool. Then you get into Wharf Talk, which is the Wang Sap collaboration that we've been all waiting for. And listen, like, I didn't have any expectations going into this, just because I'm like, dude, you're not getting a Who Dat Boy Part 2 on, like, a Cut and a Lucy. Like, it's not gonna happen. But it was a really groovy song. It was really nice. I do wish the ASAP Rocky verse was a bit longer, but I'm definitely adding it to my rotation.
This is like the one that's like more of a miss to me out of anything on this deluxe. Like,
I disagree with you.
I loved it as a whole, but Tyler's singing was kind of weak. I mean, I didn't have an issue with him kind of, altering his voice and shifting his pitch. It's the Igor voice, but the melodies are not catchy whatsoever. The singing isn't good.
Wow.
ASAP, you have a Wang Sap together. It's a rarity to get them together, and you get like 15 seconds from Rocky. Give me the Corso remix, bro.
Stop complaining and enjoy
Give me the
music.
Corso remix.
Come on, are you for real?
I wanted that brash, audacious Tyler and Rocky connection, and instead we get a love song. Like, anyways, it's not what I expected. Maybe my expectations got the best out of me, but still, for what it is, not a huge fan. I don't think it's a
wait till tomorrow morning and play it over. I'm telling you, it's a really
I heard it like 4 times, bro. I don't think much is gonna change, but I mean, we'll see what happens.
Listen, I'm just saying, with the whole Wang Sap collaboration, why I think it ended up working out is because if you have to look at it from like a song as a whole, like, he's using the exact same melodies and voices he was using on Igor.
No,
so
the melodies are different, bro.
You see, I don't agree with you.
You're saying that Tyler repeats his melodies on every song. The melodies are unique to this song, and they're not good.
Well, they're unique to his song, but they're very similar to stuff you'd hear off Igor. I think it would be ignorant to say otherwise.
The voice sounds the same.
5 different songs
because his
Igor.
voice sounds the same doesn't mean the melodies are executed the same way, bro.
I could show you 5 different songs on Igor.
What are the songs? What are the songs? You're not going to pull up the first 5 songs and see that every song on here sounds exactly
This is
like
what
Wharf
happens
Talk.
with Lou, is that like you catch him in these takes, and then after that he feels the need to overcompensate.
After trying to get validation out of the comments because you can't back up his opinion.
Running
but
out of time, bro.
Absolutely not.
Bro.
Running out of time, melody-wise, does not sound like Wharf Talk at
Even
all.
something like What's Good, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Absolutely
you have
not.
songs
Where,
on there.
bro? Which melodies? Which part of the song?
I can't play it for you, else we're getting copyrighted.
There you go.
But I'll play it for you
You don't know
afterward.
which parts of the song.
But this is
You're
your
listing songs, bro, and that's all you have.
This is your problem. You go in with expectations of getting a Who Dat Boy Part 2, and it kind of ruins your judgment on the music. Like, how is that any different than anything he's done before? Like, what was wrong with those melodies and those voice changes?
Bro,
like
I didn't say there was something wrong with the voice changes. I said his singing was flat, and the melodies weren't hitting, bro.
So therefore, his voice was flat. Like you just said it yourself.
I didn't say the pitch wasn't cool, because I love that pitch on Igor. Igor is my favorite Tyler album, bro. So don't start bringing that kind of an argument. But let's move on to Heaven to Me, which is my favorite cutoff here. You get Kanye West production, which I feel like none of us really expected to get. You have this beautiful soul sample, kind of has that gospel choir vibe going on. And what's cool about this one is that you have Tyler rapping from 3 different perspectives. As someone in our stream actually pointed out, you have Tyler describing what heaven means to him in present day. Then you have him going into what heaven would mean to him in this kind of imaginary fantasy life where he's in his 40s and he's teaching his kids how to do wheelies. That was awesome to see him kind of get into this bright and wholesome mood. And then it ends off with him talking about what heaven used to mean to him, which was kind of bumping these old Wayne tapes with his friend Jasper while riding city buses. And it was cool to see that full picture and that whole trajectory of Tyler and, you know, what heaven means to him. And he kind of redirects that question to us. What does heaven mean to you? And to me, that song is fucking heaven. That sound,
that's a top tier cut
off
of this new deluxe that ended up dropping. And what I like about this new drop as well is that with songs like this and Sorry Not Sorry, you know, you're getting a lot of deep and enriched material from Tyler, whereas if certain artists will put out a deluxe and it's just the scraps, you know, it's like, here, let's get some extra streams out of this. But for Tyler, there's always an intention with his writing. There's always a direction with the soundscape, and I really enjoyed it. Like, when he said in his tweet that he feels like this is some of his favorite music he's ever made, I could tell. I could genuinely tell, because this is passionate music, and it's all the way through. But continue on with the track list.
We have Boyfriend Girlfriend, which was a 2020 demo with YG. Love the West Coast production. You have the cowbells ringing off in the back, and YG really adapts to this more romantic and, I would say, softer and smoother groove, which is interesting. And yeah, bro, that was another banger off of the track list. What did you think of it?
I think it was really cool to see YG get out of his element, especially for like the first, I would say, 30 seconds. He had that sort of runtime for the beginning. And what's cool is that, like, that's a collaboration that I never would have thought would have worked, you know? Like, it's just YG and Tyler, where do they meet, you know? But it ends up working out super well here. And that's another groovy song, sort of like the Wangsab collaboration, where my head was bopping throughout the whole live album reaction, especially for this one, and has a summer vibe to it. Like, this would be really good in the car as well.
Yeah, but to you, the Mecca is Sorry Not Sorry.
Yeah, this is the Mecca for me. I'll explain to you guys why.
Like, and the music video, it needs to be watched when you're like enjoying the song.
Absolutely.
Like.
So what I think is so cool about this song is that, you know, Call Me If You Get Lost, first of all, was one of my favorite album reviews we ever done. Not only that, but going back to that whole moment, it was actually my album of the year for 2021. And Sorry Not Sorry kind of feels like the last scene in an old Western movie where, you know, the cowboy is riding off in the sunset, and then after that you see the end credits come through. And I think that's why it ends up becoming the last song on this deluxe, because it's sort of like the tip-off, being like, okay, you know, I'm stepping away from all of this. But then what happens is that you get DJ Drama that comes in at the end of the song, and like he's like, hey, listen, there's a new era upon us, but I have to say this, bro. Like, when he says, I'm fucking
sorry, bro. That was the funniest and best DJ Drama intro to a song off of this whole era, bro.
It really was. And, like, it was just hysterical, because then, like, you get these incredible, I'm not even sure, what were they, strings in the background, or was it a piano? I can't even tell, bro. I can't remember the production.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have some piano riffs ringing throughout that
But
track.
it's just incredible that the way the song is like laid out. And not only that, but I'm not sure if you notice all the different types of cadence switches he has throughout the song. He goes back into like that Corso vibe again, where he's a bit more brash and in your face.
Also, towards the end, the way that he builds momentum to like a climax that you're waiting for, it doesn't really come, because towards like the last 20 seconds, you get like this smooth beat switch to something that's way more lush and low key.
And not only that, but it's cool because like he's also talking about like all kinds of different like relatable situations in his life. Like example, like, you know, talking about all the women he didn't give enough time to, or, you know, all of the men that he had to keep, you know, on the side because he felt a certain type of way about that, or all, you know, excusing himself to his old friends and saying, hey, we could have made these crazy memories, but my ego and pen got in the way of that. And then at the end of the song, he says, fuck them all, you know, because I'm here, I'm doing what I want to do. And I love that type of message. So how did you feel about the deluxe, man?
Overall, I loved it, bro. I mean, Tyler cannot do any wrong, as I said, and he's giving you luxury bars. He's giving you these diary-style confessions on songs like What a Day You're Sorry, Not Sorry, and he's showing us that, you know, he is a complete artist. I feel like he's someone who's in his prime right now. He has a wide range of sounds that he can deliver and execute upon, as he's proven time and time again. And yeah, we're really witnessing a master of his craft. Production immaculate, features well selected, rapping top tier. And listen, as we were speaking about at the end of that Sorry Not Sorry video, you have shirtless Tyler who's beating the fuck out of Mr. Baudelaire from the Call Me If You Get Lost era. So a new Tyler era is upon us, which is super exciting. But what about you, bro? Final thoughts on this?
I love this. As I told you, it feels like the cowboy is going into the sunset, and now it's the end of an era, you know? And what's so cool is that we were able to go through this era with you guys. Thank you so much for sticking it out with us. If you guys want to check out the live album reaction, the link is in the description. And, you know, if you guys started with us, maybe with Call Me If You Get Lost, because at that point, the channel was really not at a you know, advanced stage or whatever, drop it in the comment sections. You know, like if you guys came in for that review, whatever it is, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for waiting this long with us, and we're gonna be, you know, delivering so much cool content. So much love, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.